Here we go. Nollie, here we go. We're gonna hit him with the nollie. Varial. What's up, everybody? O2 collection is starting to get nice and spring-like. Starting to get nice out the O2.
It's starting to get warm. What's goody, D-Jax?
So you know how we do. We slide around.
Yeah, look. I don't know if y'all seen the tie-dye bandana, but this is it.
That's how you can rock it.
Yeah.
And
It's just
you
something,
did
something different.
design and sew by hand. I don't know what I'm gonna call this collection yet. I'm thinking about calling it the Clarity Collection.
Shout out Lewis, Delaware. Shout out Milton, Delaware. 684 boys. Shout out Dewey Beach. Pass off, you already know. D-Jax. I don't know if y'all have not keep puffing. I don't know if y'all have heard the new little drop for y'all till we drop this summer music or not, but it's on SoundCloud. SoundCloud.com/DJax DJAXX 095. And it'll come up. There's a new song on there called Guns and Butter featuring Mike Miller, my cousin. It's like you got the cut over here, but then you got all these houses over here taking up all the property, man. It's crazy. I don't want to get personal on the vlog, but I mean, you know what I mean? I'm Nana Coke. So back in the day, this was the land of my people. Now it's all grown up, all these houses and shit, because people keep moving here. And it's just crazy to me. But anyways, we out here, we living. TO2C.
Or here, let me take some of you right here, and I want to go over the Where we start that now. What's up, everybody? We here for the O2 collection vlog. We chilling with my guy. Your name is Vaughn, right? Vaughn Jackson.
Yeah, Vaughn Jackson from Jackson, Mississippi, man.
That's what's up, bro. Forrest is a Jackson too.
Yeah, Forrest.
Yeah, I saw that, man. That's what's up, man. We probably like super distant cousins.
Word.
Oh no,
Word.
possibly. Possibly.
But yeah, now we here for the O2 collection vlog. We chilling. His Instagram is You Feel Me. Go check him out for sure. We about to get into this interview. Just let us know when you're ready.
All right, no doubt, man.
We actually got. What were you saying?
Just thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. We got this new website,
Yeah, no problem, boss.
No problem.
And man, really what we trying to do at AUFeelMe.com is just find folks like you all who are, just up and coming. Just trying to get some shit going on a positive note.
Right.
Yep.
And just, allow y'all to tell y'all story of why y'all doing it. You know. And so that's kind of where it all came from. So it's super dope that we even linked up.
Word.
So I'm gonna just do the interview and just kind of ask y'all a couple questions and just give people a feel for who you are and just why y'all doing what y'all doing.
Cool.
Sounds good to me.
Let's get it.
All right. So probably the easiest one to start off with, man. Just tell the folks y'all names and where y'all from, man.
Okay. Well, the name of the clothing line is the O2 Collection. So if anybody's not from Delaware, our area code is 302. We like to call the top half of the state the 3, like Wilmington, or not necessarily Wilmington, but like Dover area.
Like Kent County and up.
Shout out, like Restacks, and then up top they call it the 3. But yeah, we decided to do our own thing for Southern Delaware. probably like a year ago, started calling it the O2, and that kind of caught on to where people popping off with the O2, this and that. So we decided to capitalize on it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Start up our own clothing line, the O2 collection. Me and Jax have known each other since we was
Youngins.
childs, like
Youngins.
children, like 4 or 5 years old, and we've always been about Delaware and the culture of, you know, Sussex County.
Yeah.
So no better time
Yeah.
to do it.
But it's Young Sheed, I'm D-Jax, the stage names.
Yeah.
Legal names,
She,
Forrest Jackson.
Jax. She,
Yeah.
So,
O2.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man.
yeah.
So, let's talk a little bit more about the O2 then. So,
Okay.
exactly, I guess I understand that the O2 represent Delaware, Southern Delaware. That,
Right.
but like personally, what does it mean to you?
Like pretty much where we're
home.
from, hometown. It's not like, I mean, there's a lot of places that people will consider, people that labelize, they would consider like hoods or this and that, but it's like a mixture of everything, kind of like a little bit of the cut, and then you have like, you know what I mean, it's just a lot of different
Yeah.
groups of people, and then everybody like kind of vibes out, so we, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
we
me,
just making
I'm
this for the youth pretty much, but it could be for any age group, but mostly the youth.
the youth, and it's like, to me, the O2. We
It's
got
crazy.
the dog over here going crazy. That's O2 shit right there.
Ooh.
Having the dog, but anyways, nah. To me, man, like Delaware, I see a lot of people not really having pride in, you know what I mean, Southern Delaware, and it's like any time that Delaware does get some recognition, it's usually like the Wilmington area because it's so close to Philly, and you know what I mean, various places like that, or like around the DC area, you know what I mean, up in those areas. But for us, like, we down here, we live by the beach. It's a, you know what I mean, it's a tourist city, so summertime there's like a bazillion people. Wintertime it dies down. It's like, you know what I mean, it's not tourist season, nobody's here. So
Well,
a lot of people don't really have pride in, you know what I mean, our state. A lot of people, it's a small town, so people say, oh, you know what I mean, we're trying to get the fuck out of Sussex County, this and that. But like we've been all around the world, you know what I mean. We played in Atlanta, like we won Coast to Coast Live down there in Atlanta. I got to play at the AC3 festival, like I opened up for
Yeah.
Young Drock. I got to play, you know what I mean, with a lot of different people. But that doesn't, just because we've had these opportunities elsewhere and we travel elsewhere and tour with our music and with our clothing, that doesn't mean that I ever stop having love for our own state. And it doesn't mean that I ever stop holding it down for the O2, because at the end of the day, I'll go wherever, you know what I mean? But I'm always coming back to Delaware, and I'm always loving here.
Yeah, we're like not even 10 minutes from the beach.
Yeah. Like, we
So
literally
it's
drive
a real
people.
good sales. It's a real good spot to sell any kind of merchandise for any young business, but there's nobody else really doing it out here, clothing
Yeah.
line wise. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Word.
and locally we only have like a few companies that come out with like stickers like LSD, like Lower Slower Delaware. So that's why we're trying to take advantage of the time now. You know what I mean? And possibly try to make it big.
Yeah. And it's like Delaware kind of gets that rap, like, oh, lower, slower. You know what I mean? Like, but we out here having fun. Like,
Yeah.
like we really out here doing our thing right now,
Yeah.
especially with this clothing line, seeing, like, the response that people are starting giving it. Like, we'll slide out to Wawa. Wawa is like, I'm
Probably
trying
like
to think of some
road
shit
flow.
down
I don't know what
south.
y'all got
Like,
over there.
what's it like
The sheets.
yeah, like a Sheets, or like, what's it down south? Or where are you located at?
Well, I just relocated. I'm in LA now, dog.
Oh,
You
word.
know? So like, yeah, it's like a lot different from Jackson, Mississippi. I put it like that, dog.
Right.
But
Right.
I think what you're saying is like, probably back home we got like, I don't even know, like they don't even do stores like that. They do
Yeah, it's
more
like one of them
like a
like
Royal
hype
Farms or
Exxons,
something.
like a
Yeah.
gas station, but it's like got food and shit in there too.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
Wawa here.
Where I'm from, we call them like juice stores, dog. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like, but,
yeah.
like,
With
like
Poppy
the
and shit in
A-Rabs
there.
and that, bruh, you know, so it's just like, you know, it's just like you can go in there trying to get like whatever, dog.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where a lot of folks just jump off on. You know,
Yeah.
you sell CDs, their DVDs,
Yup.
magazines, socks, clothes,
Right.
you know, whatever,
Dang,
condoms,
word.
whatever you're trying to sell and get off. You know,
Right.
that's what they selling.
Whatever. Yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
So that's where we go to sell most of our. I mean, we just ride through there a lot anyway, and there's always
Just
people are
loving the
buying
city,
stuff.
yeah.
So we stop there almost every day just to.
Just to get
But
that
long
love.
term, we're trying to get into a couple local stores, and then by next summer, just a little goal is to possibly have a little shop of our own somewhere closer to the beach. So
That's
yeah,
what's up.
you know.
Yeah.
So like, just getting more into the clothes, I guess. Like, I know I always see the hats and whatnot. Is that
Right.
like primarily was y'all best selling items, or do y'all have other items that also been popping
It's like
up?
50-50 pretty much with the shirts and the
Yeah.
hats.
These shirts that we made that say Delaware bitch, like I knew,
It's not like Delaware bitch. Like I'm a Delaware bitch. It's Delaware ... Like I don't know if you
like
see
Delaware bitch, like
it. But then it's I mean the
You know what I
I is
mean?
the state of Delaware, so it's not really
Yeah.
that
that one
that
popped off.
provocative.
But yeah, no, our hats do well. We got all different color hats, especially like the Easter ones are popping off. So like for our spring, we did the pastel colors like the turquoise, the pink. We got some visors, you know what I mean, for the
Yeah,
groovy
we
East
got
Coast,
black hats, red hats.
groovy East Coast females that want to fuck with the
So,
visors. So
That's what's up, man. So like, I guess like tell them a little bit more about like you all personally in terms of like, I guess what inspires y'all work. You know, like how do y'all find inspiration beyond just Delaware, just beyond Southern Delaware?
right,
You know what I mean?
Success for ourselves, pretty much.
I say heritage.
Yeah.
We both have a pretty groovy heritage. Like my my biological dad is Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's
And I'm
Nanacoke Indian.
It's like, you know what I mean, Native American
Native
tribe
American.
from over this way. Like
Yeah.
New Jersey, Delaware area, yeah, Nanacoke, so.
So we definitely get a lot of inspiration just from our heritage.
Yeah,
you know
putting
what I mean?
on for our people, you know what I mean, pretty much. Not just taking care of ourselves, but
Powwows, yeah.
the people that are around us, especially family, because we both got real big families, so. That's what keeps it pushing, pretty much.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Like I think it's important to like have a reason that you're doing it in
Mhm.
terms of like you always gotta know your why. You know,
Right.
why am I getting up every day going so hard for this shit?
Right.
And so that's what's up to have that, because a lot of folks out here with shit, they just
Yeah.
doing shit. But
Right.
at least y'all got something that y'all working towards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. So like now just kind of like I guess let folks know a little bit more about y'all fashion side in terms of how y'all get into fashion. Like if you can just think of like a dope fit that just you remember when you just kind of put it together, at any time in your lives, just like, man, I remember that was one I just killed them with, man.
Right. I'll let you hit him with the
Oh,
powwows.
man. Well, like I explained in the interview, I like rocking the regalia. It's like a lot of people call it a costume, but pretty much just all the things that you wear before you dance at a powwow. And there's a lot of different dancers. I'm a straight dancer, so mine looks a certain type of way. So I pretty much rock that a lot. It's hard to explain. Just vibrant colors, you know what I mean?
Vibrant
Other than
colors.
that, some joggers, some Vans, or maybe some
Yeah.
Jordans.
Shout out to Vans. I need
And,
a sponsorship.
Yeah, I mean, it's a flannel or something. I be rocking Jordans, joggers all the time. I just
Yeah.
rock joggers, sweatpants, just in the chill type of.
I'm always trying
type
some.
of time.
I'm always trying some crazy shit, man. Like I think I was saying in the interview, like I've always been somebody. I fuck with Young Thug a lot because I feel
Yeah.
like he's somebody, and I've always been on that wave. Like before it was cool, he was doing it way before it was cool. But I was doing shit like in high school. I remember I would share shoes with my mom, and like I would wear my mom's boots and shit into school. And people will be on some shit, oh, you know what I mean, that's sus, that's this and that. And, like, we live in Delaware, too, so, like, it's a really progressive area when it comes to being, like, gay, you know what I mean, with, like, people's sexuality and shit. So, like, people aren't really, you know what I mean, on that type of time anyway. But, like, yeah, people will call me, like, gay and shit in high school for doing shit like that. But I was
It's a new wave.
always pushing the limits of what it is, you know what I mean? And it's, like, to me, what is like, women's or men's clothes? Because, like, that, you know what I mean, shit changes. Like in Scotland, if you wear a skirt, you know what I mean, you're considered a warrior. If you wore a skirt over here and you're a guy, you know what I mean, that's gay,
You're gonna
that's
get
sus, that's this or
judged.
that, you know what I mean, that
So-
doesn't make any fucking sense. So like the other week, I think I was talking in the interview about like when I used to like style kids in high school and shit like that, for photo shoots. But like I wore a dress like a month ago to visit my nana. Like not a dress like a mad female dress, and I know I'm going like mad off the rails in this interview right now, but it was almost like, it was like one of them Jones where it's like mad frayed at the edges, and it was like a big drug rug. It's like this giant ass drug rug, but it came like way down to like past my calves, like this huge ass. It looked like one of those old like African dresses. And
So
I
you
wore
just
it
have,
out.
like big ass snuggies and
Yeah,
shit.
like
That's
a huge
one,
ass snuggie is what it looked like, and it was like people was looking at, but like I thought it looked fly as shit. You know
Right.
what I mean? I
That's
had my hair
yeah.
up on some jiggy Jamaican shit, and
Yeah.
I just slid through like.
That's a major
I
thing
go-
why we collab too a lot too,
Yeah.
together, because we just don't really care about what the fuck you
Yeah,
think. I mean,
and like-
it's just you know what I mean.
Right.
A lot of shit around here is just such a small state and such a small town. You're putting like a category, like, oh, he's redneck, or oh, he's this, or she's that, or whatever it is, and that's like everybody's afraid to be themselves. So we're trying
Yeah.
to change that and get so many different designs in the O2 collection in general, to where
Yeah.
if you want to copy, you can copy it, and I don't know.
Yeah,
Fit
different
in.
variations of style. Like he's got a completely different fashion sense than I do, so we kind of like do different things, and then it meshes for our company. It's either like somewhere in the middle or like somewhere on both sides. But like,
Where like he'll come out with a design, and then I'll come out with a design, and we'll come out with something
yeah,
together. Either way, it's
Crazy
going
shit.
well.
That's what's up, man.
yeah,
That's
just
what's
being
up.
yourself.
I think that's what I was just about to say. I think it's like super important to just like really understand who you are, and you know, just the fact that y'all able to, you know, say like, nigga, you know, I got two nuts and I just let mine drop. You know, this is who I am, and you know, and it's just what I do. And I think as long as you can keep that, like folks gonna always fuck with it. Like, you know, of course you're gonna get the pushback from the folks that's just in the flock or whatever, but
Right.
you know, the way you always stand out is not being like anybody else. So that's
Right.
just, you know, I can definitely fuck with it, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Just another thing I just wanted to ask was like, I know y'all shouted out. I heard Vans, I heard Jordan. Is it just any other like brands that you really want to see your brand grow into being? You know, something at that status or what they're known for.
Something probably along in this area as of right now, before it goes to like national, probably something like Billabong, since we're by like the you know what I mean,
Right, on some beach
the oceans
shit.
on some beach type of time, like longboarding, surfing. But then again, we're gonna have shirts out that hit like the outdoorsmen, fishermen, because we got a lot of we have a lot of freshwater lakes here and stuff like that. We have a lot of, you know, I mean, the bay, the Chesapeake Bay. So there's a lot of fishing
Right.
that goes on here. Hunting, that's what we was talking about. Like I hit a lot of people on that kind of side.
Right.
And then,
People
you know,
don't.
not put people in categories, but
People don't, Like people don't think about making a shirt. Or I'm gonna just take this bitch off in this car. People don't think about making a shirt like for a hunter. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
there are specific hunting companies, but like he just went hunting this morning and shot a turkey. Like you seen? Oh yeah, he said some shit earlier. Like tell Jax I said congrats on that turkey or whatever. Like
Yeah, that job was a nice one too.
yeah, bro,
like
thanks.
people do that shit all the time here, and it's like nobody's making clothes for them. You know what I mean? And like I don't hunt. You know what I mean? I don't do a lot of that shit. I don't work
Right.
outside. Like
I mean,
like,
there's shirts getting made by like big name Cabela's and things like that,
Right.
but locally,
yeah.
there's not anything.
And it's
That's
like,
why it's such
and it's
a
like
good
those
time
things
to
aren't
take advantage
fashion
of it.
brands. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
they're not- yeah.
Cabela's is making like they're making something like for a specific purpose, but you're not going to see somebody wearing like hunting shit out just cooling. You know what I mean? Like for a fashion statement, not wearing hunting shit. So that's why like we made sure like one of the first hats that we got was the camo, because it's like, okay, we trying to hit like really hit and like
Anybody.
and camo became a fashion thing like back in, you know what I mean, people that may not remember, like even in let's say like 2012. In 2012, if you was wearing camo, especially around this area, people be like, oh, that's redneck, this and that. Or even throw it back to like 2010. You didn't see people, you know what I mean, in like, you know what I mean, like urban fashion. Like I say urban, but really I mean like, you know what I mean, the hood. Like ain't nobody in the hood was rocking camo. But when that shit dropped and people really started fucking with it, I mean, I don't know, I can't speak for anybody's hood except our own around here. But like once that shit really started dropping and you seen a lot of people rocking camo and like Kanye put some, I remember in Yeezy season 1 there was some camo shit, like it really popped off to where now camo kind of came
like Bape,
it became
especially.
and like Bape shit like that, it became a fashion trend for everyone, like that army blotchy camo.
So. Definitely. All right, let's switch it up just a bit. What projects do y'all have that y'all just really want to promote, or just make sure that folks like paying attention to in terms of what y'all got going now, or soon to be maybe in the future?
Just drop some songs.
I mean, something that has to do with other than TO2C. I mean, it's still a part of our lives, but we do a lot of music on the side. Pretty much, this is Young Sheed. I'm D-Jax. He works on Young Sheed music. I work on D-Jax music, and then we'll collab together on some. You know what I mean? Like, he might come out with an EP, I'll come out with an EP, or album. So, pretty much we just drop stuff on SoundCloud for people to listen to that revolve around us around here, and on the download we'll just start working on like albums, or you know what I mean, and then drop them on certain dates.
Let folks know like where they can go, to get your stuff and support you, man. How can they find y'all?
The O2collection.com first off.
Let me see if I can get that joint up in there.
It's probably
right. Yeah, there you go.
That way you can probably see it. Yeah.
Definitely on the camera.
TO2C also is just the O2 collection, just abbreviated. So merchandise and all that kind of thing, upcoming events, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
simple things like that. It's just on the O2collection.com. If you want to hear a little bit of our side little career with the music, you can go to soundcloud.com/djax095.
And you can follow, we have at the O2 Collection is all of our social medias.
Yeah, Instagram, Twitter,
Young
Facebook.
Sheed O2 is mine. We holding it down for the O2. What's your Instagram?
Mine's at Forrest_Jackson, but instead of a CK, it's double X.
Word. So definitely follow us for updates. We got the 29th of this month, we're going to be interviewing with DG Radio up in Philly. So shout out to the Cave Show.
It'll be the second time being there. So
second time at the Cave Show.
We'll be talking about this night right here in this interview.
Yeah.
Shouting you out over in Philly, you know what I mean? So.
Nah, definitely appreciate it, dog. Like, I guess I just want to make sure I let y'all know how much I appreciate y'all for fucking with Sight, dog.
Oh, man, no problem.
It's really like, without folks like y'all, the site is, nothing. So I just want to make sure y'all understand that. But y'all hard work is what allows me to live. So I appreciate y'all, bro.
Yeah, bro, I appreciate you, and like you really supporting artists and going out there and like reaching out to artists and being like, yo, you know what I mean? I'm gonna promote your stuff. Yo, that's golden. We need more people like that in this day and age. So man, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? I appreciate the interview. We're gonna get this John Ski up.